You are sleeping 8 hours every night, you are eating reasonably well, you are not running marathons, but you're not lazy either. And yet, every single morning, you wake up feeling like you never slept at all. By 2 in the afternoon, your energy crashes so hard that you can barely keep your eyes open. And by evening, you are too exhausted to do the things you actually want to do. If you are 40 or older, and this sounds exactly like your life, I need you to watch this entire video, because what I am about to share with you is not something your doctor will bring up at your annual checkup. It is not about sleeping more, and it has nothing to do with being lazy or getting old. It is about 5 specific biological shifts happening inside your body right now. Shifts that most people over 40 have absolutely no idea about. And once you understand them, you will finally know why you are exhausted. And more importantly, it's exactly what to do about it. Stay with me. This changes everything. By the way, if you missed our last video on why belly fat grows after 40, go watch it after this one. We broke down 3 biological reasons most people never hear about, and the simple home fixes that actually work. No gym, no expensive plans. The link is in the description below. This video is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult your physician before making any changes to your health routine, especially if you have existing medical conditions. Here is something that will surprise you. The tiredness you feel is not in your muscles, it is not even in your brain. It starts at the level of your cells. Inside every single cell in your body, there are tiny structures called mitochondria. These are your body's power generators. They take the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe and convert them into pure energy. Every movement you make, every thought you think, every heartbeat, all powered by mitochondria. Here is the problem. After 40, mitochondria start declining, not just in number, but in efficiency. They produce less energy, they burn fuel less cleanly, and the result? You feel it every single day. That heavy, dragging, bone-deep exhaustion that no amount of sleep seems to fix. This is the foundation of everything we're going to talk about today. Keep this in mind. Now let us go through the 5 reasons, one by one. Reason 1, cortisol dysregulation. You already know cortisol as your stress hormone, but here is what most people do not know. After 40, your body loses its ability to regulate cortisol properly. In a healthy, younger body, cortisol rises in the morning to wake you up and drops in the evening so you can rest. After 40, this rhythm breaks down. Cortisol stays elevated throughout the day, even when you are not stressed. And elevated cortisol does one very specific thing. It blocks your cells from producing energy efficiently. Your mitochondria are working, but cortisol is essentially putting a hand over their output. You produce less energy. You feel exhausted, even after a full night of sleep. Reason 2, thyroid slowdown. Your thyroid is a small butterfly-shaped gland in your neck, and it controls the speed of every single process in your body. Your metabolism, your heart rate, your temperature, your energy production. After 40, thyroid function naturally begins to slow. Even slightly reduced thyroid output causes dramatic drops in energy. You feel cold when others feel fine. You feel slow when your mind wants to be sharp. You feel tired even when you have done nothing. What makes this worse is that standard thyroid blood tests often miss mild dysfunction. Millions of people over 40 are walking around with subtly underperforming thyroids, exhausted every day, and being told their results are normal. Reason 3, blood sugar instability. This one surprises most people because they assume blood sugar is only a concern for diabetics. It is not. After 40, your body becomes less efficient at managing blood sugar throughout the day. Even without diabetes, your blood sugar spikes and crashes more dramatically than it did 10 years ago. And every single crash, well, hey, whether you notice it or not, triggers a wave of exhaustion. That 2 p.m. slump you feel every day, that is almost certainly a blood sugar crash. Your brain runs entirely on glucose. When levels drop, even briefly, your brain sounds the alarm. Fatigue, brain fog, irritability, cravings, all at once. Reason 4, poor sleep architecture. Now this one is important because you may be sleeping 8 hours and still getting almost no restorative sleep at all. Sleep has stages. The two most important are deep sleep and REM sleep. Deep sleep is when your body repairs itself, rebuilds muscle, clears cellular waste, recharges your mitochondria. REM sleep is when your brain consolidates memory and resets emotionally. After 40, the amount of deep sleep and REM sleep your body naturally produces drops significantly. You spend more time in light sleep, easily disrupted, barely restorative. You wake up 8 hours later, having technically slept, but biologically, your body did not get what it needed. This is why you feel exhausted, despite a full night in bed. Reason 5, chronic low-grade inflammation. This one almost nobody talks about. Inflammation is not always visible. You do not always feel pain. After 40, a silent form of inflammation begins building in the body, triggered by processed foods, sedentary habits, stress, and natural aging. This low-grade inflammation acts like a slow background fire. It consumes enormous amounts of your body's energy just to manage itself. Your immune system is constantly working. Your cells are under constant low-level stress. And the result, even though nothing obviously hurts, your energy reserves are being quietly drained every single day. You wake up already depleted before the day has even started. Now, the solutions. Simple, science-backed, and you can start every single one of them today. Solution 1. Reset your cortisol rhythm. The most powerful cortisol reset costs nothing. Sunlight. Within 30 minutes of waking up, go outside and get natural light in your eyes for 10 minutes. No sunglasses. Just natural morning light. This single habit signals your brain to reset your cortisol rhythm for the entire day. Cortisol rises appropriately in the morning and drops naturally by evening. Your energy follows. Studies show this one habit alone improves daytime energy and nighttime sleep quality within 1 week. Solution 2. Support your thyroid naturally. 2 nutrients are essential for thyroid function: selenium and iodine. And most Americans over 40 are quietly deficient in both. Selenium is found in Brazil nuts. Just 2 Brazil nuts per day gives you your complete daily selenium requirement. Iodine is found in seaweed, eggs, and dairy. Adding these to your weekly diet costs almost nothing and supports the gland that controls your entire energy system. Solution 3. Stabilize your blood sugar. 1 rule. Never eat carbohydrates alone. Always pair them with protein or healthy fat. Toast with eggs instead of toast alone. Apple with a handful of almonds instead of apple alone. This simple pairing slows the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream, prevents the spike, prevents the crash, and keeps your energy stable for hours. The 2 p.m. slump disappears for most people within 3 to 5 days of consistently doing this. Solution 4. Protect your deep sleep. 2 simple habits. First, keep your bedroom temperature between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Your body needs to drop its core temperature to enter deep sleep. A warm room physically prevents this. Second, no screens for 30 minutes before bed. Blue light from phones and television suppresses melatonin by up to 50%. 30 minutes of screen-free wind down, reading, light, stretching, calm conversation dramatically increases the amount of deep sleep your body produces. Solution 5. Cool the inflammation. 1. Food. Turmeric. The active compound in turmeric, curcumin, is one of the most well-studied natural anti-inflammatory compounds in existence. Half a teaspoon of turmeric in warm water or milk every morning with a pinch of black pepper, which increases absorption by 2,000%, begins reducing chronic inflammation within 2 to 3 weeks. Combine this with reducing processed food and increasing daily walking, and the silent background fire that has been draining your energy starts to go out. So let us bring this together. You are not exhausted because you are getting old. You are exhausted because 5 specific biological processes are quietly working against your energy every single day, and nobody told you about them. Declining mitochondria, cortisol dysregulation, thyroid slowdown, blood sugar instability, poor sleep architecture, and chronic inflammation. These are not mysteries, they are biology. And biology responds to the right inputs. Morning sunlight, 2 Brazil nuts, protein with every meal, a cooler bedroom, half a teaspoon of turmeric, small shifts, real science, actual energy. Give yourself 3 weeks of consistency and you will feel the difference. Not because of willpower, but because you finally gave your body what it was asking for. Before you go, I want to ask you something directly. How old are you and where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and I would love to know if this video helped you. If it did, please share it with someone over 40 who needs to hear this. You might change their life with one tap. And if you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now, because next week on Vigoura, we are going deep into something that affects nearly every single person over 40. And most of them are suffering in silence every single morning. Why your joints hurt the moment you wake up, the real biological reason, and the natural fixes that actually work. No pills, no expensive treatments, just real science and simple solutions. You will not want to miss it. This is Vigoura, strength, energy, and vitality at every age.